Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Yet another glorious day lies ahead of our glorious nation as we continue to make progress towards a glorious future. Folks, there is a lot to take care of today. There is a lot to do. I will not bore you with a prolonged introduction. Just want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference in just letting me know what I should keep doing on the channel, what I should slow down, what I should pick up the pace on, etc, etc. Y'all know the drill by now. With all that said and done, let's get this party started, shall we? There is, as I was saying, a lot to get done today. As always, especially lately, we have been making a fair bit of progress, but truth be told, I feel like we can pick the pace up a little bit. I feel like we've spent quite a bit of time here sort of troubleshooting a couple of issues, and I kind of saw this coming as we introduced a new line. Some of you pointed out some issues that I might be able to resolve in some other ways, preventing trains from getting up over here and things like that. So we'll see if those problems persist, and I've got some solutions sort of on hand if those situations do come up. Some of you pointed out a couple of issues in my my initial laying of these tracks, but you know what? Well, first of all, I do appreciate that. Let me make that clear. But I'm glad that we got past the humps and those issues, and I'm glad that things are now seemingly operating smoothly, and we can move on from some of these things that I knew were going to slow us down a little bit for the last session and a half, give or take, right? Because because train tracks. But with that done, with that sort of out of the way, I feel like we can now very quickly start making some progress down over here, maybe make some more progress over here as well, start establishing more residential spaces, and make sure that more and more people are able to find homes. Again, we still haven't taken care of all of the 21 pluses, so, you know, that's something we want to prioritize, of course, even though population is looking good right now. If we take a look at our, we don't have to go as far back as we've been going for the last little while, but if we take a look at our overall, where are we? Yeah, sure, let's do that. Overall kind of line here, graph here, you can see we're starting to now trend upwards. So feeling very good about our population situation, but of course, the 21 pluses, there's still about 2,000 living with their parents. We want to make sure that we take care of them first and leave enough empty residences for future adults. So we want to make sure that they're able to move into new spaces right away rather than having to wait. So that's still the plan right now. We're hoping as well to eventually, yes, as some of you have suggested, use these trams to bring workers up over here as well so that they can go wherever need be to work. Part of that would be, of course, wherever these tracks lead, we'll find some work for people out over here as well eventually, I'm sure. But yes, the trams will have more use than just passengers and students being brought up over there. Very excited to see that this whole section is working as intended. I think that's super cool. And on the topic of actually things that are working as intended, let me very quickly touch on something that hasn't been working as intended, I suppose. I have not forgotten, just to clarify, that we have the railway production line over here. It's just that I haven't I guess bothered to set it up just quite yet. I suppose we could do that in the very near future. I just see no value in rushing this right now. We've had other issues kind of come up. So I think once we take care of the population situation, maybe we'll come back over here. We'll finish some of these tracks off, and we'll start getting the export of trains and what are they called, locomotives and stuff figured out. Either that, or we'll continue with the development of a new sector. Of course, the aluminium and airplane production and all that stuff that we were talking about developing down over here. That'll provide some employment for all these people who are now being housed separately. So there's a couple of options as to what we do next. Before we get into all that though, folks, just very quickly going to implement what I think will solve our situation down over here, hopefully once and for all. I might be mistaken in testing, it worked out, but again, as I mentioned, sometimes the things that I test, I don't test for very long because I feel like, oh yeah, this is working, and who knows, in another couple of cycles it could break. But I think this will actually solve the problem. See, what I need to happen is I need a train that is trying to get into this warehouse to notice that there is a train already on this track over here, on this line over here, and I need that train to wait. I need the train to wait not just back anywhere, but up over here specifically. So I wonder if I do what? Geez, so because on the way in, they're coming up this way, then they get off, they go over here. No, sorry, I went too far ahead over there. There we go. So they keep going, they get off over here, they keep going, and then they do not see this section is taken, even though there's a chain over here, right? That's because there is not a chain over here. It's a regular track. So what I need is I need a chain somewhere down the line over here. Now, I think if I put a chain down over here, I should be okay. Because what'll happen is, and I feel like we're just maybe going back to square one over here, but I think what'll happen is the train will sure come past that, but it'll get stuck over here. And as long as it's not too long, which I don't think it is, it should stay back there. Why don't we go ahead and pop it down over there, actually. And let's get rid of this one. Just buy ourselves that extra, couple inches. Worst case scenario, this isn't enough distance, and what I can do is I can establish another crossing over here, because ultimately, just as a reminder, these two tracks don't end up at the warehouse. It's just the bottom track that ends up at the warehouse. The top track actually goes up to the passenger platforms and stuff over here. So worst case scenario, we can establish another crossing over here. That would allow a train to wait further down the line and not cause any blockages up over here, because I think that's one of the concerns. This should, in theory, unless I'm missing something very major, do the trick. So you're going to come up from over there, and then you're free to go in any which way. And I guess I should probably put this down over here, right, just to separate the blocks entirely, because on the way out there, we don't really care about further down. I mean, there is this intersection, I suppose, but I don't think we have to worry about that, because this guy is stuck over here. Maybe we might be allowing a train up over here, but that's fine though, because the train up over there is going that way. There's no way for the train to, you know what, this should be fine in theory. We'll find out together, I suppose. Let's go ahead and send the steel train back to Zodcha, turn you around, and that should clear up our jam over here, and hopefully then we'll have fuel and everything moving again. Everything's gonna start flowing. I don't like that this guy's empty. What's going on over there? Oh, it's because we can't store or export bitumen. That's actually a little concerning, because we have to make sure that we're still producing fuel to make sure that we're still providing fuel, because this is the only tank over here that's connected to the fuel loading and unloading. So if this doesn't work smoothly, we're going to have to actually dump some bitumen to make sure we still keep producing fuel, because otherwise pretty soon we're not going to have fuel anywhere in our nation, because all the supply is gone. There's no other way to put it. And actually it's been pointed out that our helicopter, these guys don't have fuel. Why don't they have fuel? I could have sworn I'd assigned the delivery of fuel to these guys, but I guess not. What are you bringing over here? Nothing. Interesting. All right, let me just check one of our distribution offices. Maybe I'd forgotten this one. Go ahead and get you. Oh man, it's gonna be hard finding that fire station again. Where are you, buddy? There you are. Let's go ahead and add you. Make sure that we're unloading fuel. All right, that should take care of them. That's probably why we lost that one, this one piece over here, right? Because they weren't able to take flight. I don't know. It's still weird to me that none of the trucks actually came out and took care of the fire over here, because it does have a footpath connection as well and everything. So whatever. It is what it is. We're fine. Let's go ahead and hit resume and see how things play out. Go ahead, hit play. And again, I'm feeling pretty good about our population situation. I'm feeling really good about how people are moving. One thing I'm feeling a little nervous about is the delivery of food and meat, and I guess more particularly electronics as well, to the new part of the nation. Let's just see what happens over here, because this guy's going to get stuck over here, which is perfectly fine. That's exactly what we want. Like, he could technically keep moving. And there he is. He's getting the green light, even though... All right, that's fine. That's precisely what we need and want, actually. So that's great. He's going to keep going up this way, and that should free this guy up pretty soon. As soon as he gets past that line over there, I think this guy's going to free up. And he gets past that, and then this guy frees up. Excellent. And I think that'll solve our problem over here. This guy's going to go down over there, and when he comes back out, he'll come up over there. Yeah, I think we'll be good. Right, so... I am a little concerned about the delivery of food and electronics and stuff down over here. Well, food and meat primarily. Electronics is not, essential for survival. But food, meat, these guys are good. These guys are good, food and meat. No clothes up over here. That's okay, because we're not trying to store clothes up over here. Food and meat, these guys have some clothes, all right. But down over here, these guys were complaining about not having access to food and meat, right? So maybe it's just that they didn't make a visit anytime soon. I mean, what's cool is that if they don't have access down over here, they can hitch a ride on those trains as long as they can get onto a tram and get onto a train, and they can buy, as we saw, I think, last session, they can buy stuff at some of those stores down over there, which is pretty neat. But let's not have them rely on that, obviously, right? Why don't we go ahead and, well, first of all, let's go ahead and pop on over to here, right? Let's go ahead and add another destination building, because we have the new store that just got finished being built. Let's make sure that we are delivering goods down to here as well, right? I want to make sure we're delivering all these goods. Yeah, okay, excellent. Are we not picking up electronics? We are picking up electronics. It's just that we're not producing them enough, and I think that's because of our constant jamming of trains down over there. Well, rather down over there. Wow, man, our nation is really quite big, isn't it? Down over there. I'm like pointing over here thinking it's... Anyway, right, so I think that'll help quite a bit. Now, the sun has set, makes it a little bit harder to see, but, I mean, I suppose we could spend some time just admiring the overall look of our nation while we wait for the sun to come back up. I am really quite pleased with how this space is all looking and how it's all working. Hopefully people are using these spaces. Missing staff. Looks like people are using these spaces. I mean, a lot of people are waiting, I suppose. A lot of these places are not connected via footpaths. A lot of these places can't be connected via footpath, but we'll see how all that plays out. Number of passengers waiting, about 20 or so. That's not too bad. Again, for now, it's just going to be passengers. Students, I don't think, over here are old enough to go to university. But this is working really nicely. And I do think this is all lined up. Okay, I did receive some comments with regards to how people are being dropped off over here, and I do apologize, but it's slipping my mind right now. But I will try and remember. I'll revisit those comments, and I'll make sure to address them next time if I don't get to it this time. I would like to actually build, or rather assign, the construction of a couple of these things. If I could just find... There it is. Took me a second there. Let's get this going. Let's go ahead and get this going as well. Oh, you know what? This guy needs this road built. Let's just pay for that. There you go. Go ahead and get you going. Let's get you going. Get the car dealership up and running over here. Yeah, these guys can wait. Those are being made. What are you over here? You are a big sports hall. We've got an orphanage, and we've got some more monuments. Why don't we go ahead and get the sports hall being built, and the monuments as well, of course. The children can wait. The monuments cannot. I think that'll do the trick, though. And this place is close to being done. Still need quite a few resources to get this actually completed. And these guys are getting there. We're getting there. How much room does this provide? 270. And this provides another 60, so about 300 people. We'll still have the need for about 2,000 homes, right? All right, so let's get to work on that. One thing I will want to do eventually, I think, is set up a distribution hub somewhere up over here so that our distribution offices up over there are delivering to a location that's closer to these stores, kind of like what we have at Veterinkograd. I feel like that would work quite nicely. One thing I'd like to do this session is also keep an eye on the availability, or rather the accessibility to some of these things, right? And how some of these numbers hopefully go down. I'm hoping to see the participation in sport requirement be a bit more met, because from here people are able to get to... Oh, they're not able to get to the stadium. Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Can we do something about that? Can we do something about that? Quite possibly not, actually. Well, that's a bit of a bummer, because I was hoping we would be able to meet that need over here. I mean, we could do some more stuff in this neck of the woods, add some more sports stuff. I guess I could drop some stuff down over here, maybe a couple of football fields or another mini stadium. Why do I have this connection? Oh, to the store. That's why I have this connection. All right, why don't we take a quick look and see if there's not a cool sports hall we could drop in over here. Oh, you know what? That would be a very nice, if it fit, which it doesn't. Oh man, it just doesn't fit. That would have been such a nice thing to have there. We get the sports hall down over here, I suppose, right? Got to take out some of these wires, but that's okay. Training hall, stadium. Got these sports halls over here. That's a smaller one. Bowling alley. Where's the big one? There's this big one, and then there's this big one that I quite like as well. Oh, that's a little too big. All right, what about you? That's a little too big as well. I mean, I guess I could just go with the small one, right? It's something. It really is small, though. What about this guy? Where'd he go? Not that guy. This guy. Need to demolish a couple of things, but my only concern is access to the shopping, you know, because that's the important thing to have access to. All right, we'll consider this in a bit. I'm doing the thing again where I get distracted by other elements, and I do apologize. But I'm gonna be very quick about it as I go in and I smooth some of this out. As some of you have pointed out, it'd be nice to have this plateau not be so much of a plateau because it is distracting and a little hideous. So just very quickly smooth this out, make it look a little bit nicer. Spend that money. We'll get some more trees down as well to make up for the damage that we're doing over here, and then we'll move on to the residential areas that I was talking about. There we go. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Let's go ahead and get the decoration, the trees. They tend to be pretty popular. There we go. That should do the trick over there. And we'll come back and we'll clean it up a bit more later. I'm trying to not get too distracted. All right. So for like the 100th time now, we're going to have to demolish this bridge. Like, I think almost literally for the 100th time now. We're going to go ahead and raise the train down over here to try and get these guys to connect, because of course we want the tracks to continue, right? And what do we want to do over here? Let's go ahead and... Do we really have to pull this bridge back as well? Don't make me pull that bridge back, please. Please. I'm going to have to, obviously. Because there's water over here, and I don't think... Yeah, no. Can't do that. Are you for real, game? Come on, man. Let's see if we can't smooth, maybe? No, it's just not going to move the train up there, is it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, come on, come on. Come on, last little bit. Oh, yeah, god damn it. All right, you know what? Actually, it's not that bad because we just have to remove this one. And the reason why I didn't want to remove both of them is because, like, it's a pain to make sure the height is right. Just getting very tired of doing that, really. I'll be honest with you. All right, that's looking all right. Let's go ahead and lower the train a little bit over here. All right, there we go. Make sure this is all nice and clean. There we go. There we go. Yeah, good stuff. But we have to make sure, of course, that it's actually the right level, right? It can't just be level. It has to be the right level. Oops. There we go. Pull this out over here. We'll need another station. I'm trying to figure out exactly where. But this station, of course, will come in handy for some of the housing that's going to happen over here. I figure we could put down some of these large ones. We could put down some of the small ones as well. It doesn't have to be the big ones. There's also, I did also get another new mod, which might not be a bad idea to implement over here, which is for television, if I could find it. Distribute, no, TV, where would you be? Broadcasting, that makes sense. It was this TV tower. It's a new mod. Again, if you want any of the mods, you can find them in the mod list that is in the Discord under the in the Workers and Resources channel. It's pinned right at the top right corner where all the pins are, and you can yeah, you can check out some of these awesome mods that we're using in this playthrough. Need flat terrain. I'm trying to figure out what the best spot for this would be, and what kind of coverage it actually provides. Provides a decent number of jobs. It could be kind of like kind of makes me think about the CN Tower, you know, actually having it by the waterfront like this. I kind of like that, truth be told. Pop it down over here or something like that. That'd be kind of neat. Yeah, that could be kind of neat. Got to get a Skydome equivalent as well, if I intend to do this. Pop you down like that. Yeah, sure. Pull up in the train a little bit. Again, I'll provide some jobs for some of the people back over here, I guess. All right. And I do wonder if we can't keep our little harbor front continuing on up this way, you know? I think it'd be quite nice if we could. I just don't know which of the buildings I would actually put down. But look, let's not get to that. Right, trying to stay focused here, folks. I apologize. I'll go ahead and get some of these tracks set down this way. Let's not build them just quite yet. So how do we want to do this? We'd keep this going, of course. We'd keep this going like so. Can I? Yeah, we've got the curve there, all right. But like kind of like pull you up to here, maybe. Just trying to find where that next stop ends up, right? Pull you up to there. So the next stop would be like somewhere over here. So people would be, from housing over here, people would go over there. From housing over here, people would go to the station over here. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Because what's the reach on this guy, right? Like pretty far. Quite far, actually. In fact, this might not be far enough for another station. We might have to go even further to make a station actually be worthwhile. And I would like to do a loop. It's been pointed out that loops are quite common for trams, like to have a station where they loop back and rotate. I think that would be quite nice to have rather than a crossing like this. So we'll implement that when we find the end of our line, I suppose. I mean, I guess this is, in a way, the end of our line. But of course, over here we have the crossing as well. So the other end of our line will have a loop. Okay, so this is good. This is good. What else do we want over here? We want to ensure we establish some more of our Let's see. Well, this is just going to be a flat area, so why don't we go ahead and get the embankment final element. Where is the giant piece? It's not under monument. Finding these can be a little... I'm not going to call it challenging, but different at times. Thought it was under attractions. I could have sworn it was under attraction. I know cinema has this one. I know stations obviously have some of them as well. Where I wish there was a search option. These are the ones I'm looking for. Well, that's parking. So actually, that's not what I'm looking for, but I'll take it if I have to. Parking lot. Let's go ahead and take the... Because there's the ones that are just like... Just the thing itself. Embankment. It's not under monument. The final elements. Yeah, the pieces are just like a straight long piece, and I just can't quite remember where they are right now. I'm going to very quickly take a peek over here, folks. Bear with me. And if I can't find it quickly enough, then I will go ahead and just go with the parking lots, because I think that'll work nicely enough. Yeah, you know what? Not quite sure. It's not going to be any of these. Oh, that's the observation deck. Fooled myself there. I was so sure it was under a attraction, but hey, guess not. Alright, you know what? Fair enough. Let's go to the parking lot. Maybe I'm just misremembering or something. Where are we? Parking lot. Man, I was so sure. Alright, parking lot. 30 places. Go ahead and flip you around like so. Let's make sure this actually lines up. Yeah, so this is where it gets kind of weird, right? Because we got to make sure this actually fits nicely. And then the... Ooh. The tracks might not work so well. Just going straight out, will they? Because the road connection will happen. I mean, again, this could just be a visual thing. So we don't necessarily have to worry about the road connections. Raise train a little bit. I'll have to pay for it. There we go. Just a touch, right? We don't need it too much. Back to our close. Oh, or is it perfect? Ah, no, just close. Go ahead and lower train a little bit. Just a touch, just a touch. There we go. Back to our parking. Man, it's like so close. It's so close. I just feel like we've been so perfect about it for so long. Why give up now? You know, why get lazy now and start taking shortcuts now? That looks pretty much perfect. Yeah, I think that does the trick for me. Just make sure it's properly aligned. Yeah, I think that'll work. Got the footpath connection, but we don't necessarily need the road connection. We should be able to put tracks through it. That should be fine. Yeah, let's pop you down. I'm not sure if this will be aligned. But what I could do is I could have parking maybe further down, right? Do I like how this looks? Oh, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Don't know if it's my favorite thing. Go ahead and lower the train a little bit here. There we go, there we go. It's alright. It's alright. I mean, I'd put down more asphalt over there. I'd rather have some gravel down over there. I could rework the track so it hugs the road a bit more, I suppose. Right, and looks a bit nicer that way. I'm just trying to figure out how I would like to actually get the next station set up. But again, it would be quite a bit further along, I guess. Alright, so that gives us this parking area. Now we can actually finally get the roads, though. That's all I really needed over here was the roads, right? So we get our concrete bridge down to building in the way it says. Oh, there we go. Alright, can we please not pay for it right now? Get you down and across. There we go. And then our beam bridge should be able to take us across. Cool. Believe we're lined up enough. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. There we go. Good stuff. How does that look? Yeah, actually, that looks fine. That looks fine. Is it the neatest thing ever? No, but it's good enough. All right, cool. When the sun comes up, we'll be able to see a bit more clearly, but let's go ahead and keep these roads going, because they'll continue on down this way, as will this one, right? Look distant enough. Why don't we go ahead and adjust our tracks a little bit over here. Pull you back a touch. Can I not? What's going on here? Pull you back to there. Come on now. Let me get rid of this whole thing. There we go. Go ahead and get rid of you as well. Yeah, there we go. I guess the bridge was getting in my way when I was going the other direction. We'll go ahead and like kind of line this up nicely. Oh, can I not put it now? Oh, or is it because of this footpath? It might be because of that footpath. God damn it. This game sometimes went for real. But it's okay. Yeah, it's because of the footpath. I'm getting upset at modded things, which is unfair of me. And that's the thing about that train station as well, which was causing us a bit of a crisis of faith last session. It's a modded train station, and so it's only reasonable for it to not work smoothly with the base game. You know, it looks like we still have issues over here. Looks like I was sorely mistaken with what I thought would be a solution over here, because this guy is still coming up over here. Why are you doing that, buddy? Flip you around, you should be able to cross over. Why would you come up over there? Why would you come up over there? Just because it's an option? But it wasn't an option, your way was blocked. It's gonna move back to that side. Now I should be able to flip you around again, and hopefully you'll actually go the way you're supposed to. Oh, you know what? I see the problem. That's the problem. That can't be a one-way. That has to be a two-way. Normally they'll be coming up from over there, but I guess in the rare occasion where you know what? Wish I had an explanation. Wish I saw how it went down, but looks like we're fine now. All right, fair enough. All right, I think that extra semaphore was a deviation from the tested solution that I had, and that's why it broke. And oops, that's my bad. I got carried away there. All right, back over here. So this is good. I do wonder if we don't want to kind of like turn the road a bit more as well, you know, just to match the angle of all this that's going down. Let's pull you back to over here, and then we can kind of start curving back there. Pull you back to over here, sure. Get rid of these guys. I know I got another train waiting for too long. Which train? Down over here? Well, that's just... He's already been waiting, I assume. What are you doing up there? What are you doing up there? Let's see. Going up that way, going up that way. You're gonna head down to this set of tracks, right? Alright, cool. I might need to start using waypoints as well, which is another thing that got suggested in the comments of the previous episode. Waypoint would have helped us a lot, actually, and could still help us a lot with this, but we've got our current solution, which is, I think, working fine. Why fix what isn't broken, right? So we'll leave it be for now, but we'll see if the need arises. Oh, goddamn, we're gonna have to get rid of this bridge again. Again, I wish this was one of those bridges were one of those things that, like, you know, would adapt, I guess, to what's going on underneath them. Do that. Oh my god. Just because I want this space to look good, man. Just because I want this space to look good. I gotta pay this price. There we go. At least we have this for the height marker, I guess. Go ahead and get rid of this footpath over here, so that our road can continue. Some other infrastructure's in the way. I don't know what it could be. I don't think it's this stuff. Oh, you know, it's this footpath over here. Alright, get rid of you as well. There we go. There we go. Okay, just the slightest curve is all we needed. And we can move you on like that. That seems nicely lined up. Yeah, that seems nicely lined up. Let's go ahead and pull you out as well. There we go. Beauty. It makes a difference. I think at least it makes a difference. I mean, y'all let me know if I'm being a little too fiddly about some of this stuff, but I do genuinely believe it makes a difference. in just making it all look neater. After making so much effort, yeah, it's foolish in my eyes to not make that little bit extra bit of effort, right? So this is all well and good, but can we get a road coming down this way? We can. Okay, that's a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. Because I wouldn't mind actually like splitting this up like this and then having more residential stuff down over here. And maybe we could put down some like parking or something over here, I guess. We're not gonna be able to fit too much, but a bunch of parking kind of makes sense. Oh, this hospital is very busy. The hospital is very busy. Oh, I think that connection also helps in more ways than one. Oh my god, look at this convoy. We have a pandemic or something? Jesus. Anyway, all right, sorry. So we got this. We got some, yeah, housing down over here. Some parking up over here that'll allow our locals here to buy cars and all that as well, right? So that'll be all well and good. So over to our mods. Let's take a look here real quick. Over 2100 now. So let's go ahead and get our... Where are we? Well, actually, I guess I could just do this. Gotta, again, still getting used to the new options we have, right? So there's the 40-story building. A couple of these goes a long way because, again, these guys can house how many? 740, right? These are some of the smaller ones that can house 314. That's not bad either. But I'm thinking we could do, like, some waterfront housing. Let's make sure we're not paying for these. Some waterfront housing. Let's see. How do we have this guy figured out? Like that, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So why don't we go ahead and do... Pop you down over here like so. Follow the curve of that road a little bit, right? Let's pop you down like so. Go ahead and pop another one down like so. Could even get a third one, actually. I wouldn't mind, again, though, having that high-rise back over there just so they have a view of the water as well. I just feel like it's kind of cool, right? So we get the 40-story... building up over here, except rotated, right? This kind of a thing. How do we have these guys laid out over here? Well, this guy fits up over here, and then we have this, right? Well, we're not going to fit one of these guys over here like this. So why don't we do this kind of a thing? All right, you know, because we have the room. Oh, we could put down like a couple of playgrounds or a football field or something back over here. Let's leave some room for amenities as opposed to just housing. Add some more... quality of life kind of stuff over here. So why don't we go ahead and put you down. Come on. Okay, that's not going to help me. Put you down like that. Put another one down like that, right? I think that's reasonable. I'm trying to not duplicate this exactly. I would like it to be a little different. It would be nice. I could pop this down. Let's see. This is going to be a very densely populated section, potentially. Like this. Sure, let's do... come on now. Flatten this a little bit. There we go. Go ahead and pop you down right up there. Try and line this up nicely. Yeah, like so. This guy can't fit over here, but we can fit it like this, I think, right? Yeah. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to see if I can't get the internal space working nicely. Pop you down. Again, I can't, like, get an exactly orthographic view, so I'll just work with what I have here. Pop you down like that. Okay, so now, could I potentially get a modded... Where are we? Kindergarten. K for kindergarten. In here. That's a big one, right? Just a little too tight. Just a little too tight. So I could maybe nudge these guys up a little bit. Kindergarten school, we won't have any room for any shopping, though. But what I was thinking was you'd have that giant mall back over here where everybody goes to shop. Alternatively, we have the giant mall up over here where everybody goes to shop. Huh. We just have to make sure that we have, like, buses and stuff bringing people down over there. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and... Where are we? Push these guys back a touch. Yes, please. Demolish, please. I said yes. There we go. Weird, but I'll take it. Over to our 40-story building. Flip you around. Need flat terrain. Yeah, it'll just be, I think, a little bit. We don't need too much. Let's get the kindergarten down first, maybe. Just so we have a reference of size. We're not spending any money. Yeah, put you down like this, because we need room as well for the road to get back over there, right? So put you down like that. That gives us no room for the school, unfortunately. You know what? This might be too tightly packed. Do we have a better kindergarten? This one fits 600 people. Oh, yeah, I just don't know how I feel about that. 600 kids in a kindergarten like that. You know what I mean? We've got the downtown one as well that we can attach to another kindergarten because that feels a bit more acceptable. I mean, I didn't see any voices against this kindergarten, so I guess I can take that as a willingness to accept that this is enough room for 600 babies. I mean, I don't disagree. I guess they're babies. They don't take that much room. But kindergarten is, of course, more than just a bunch of cribs, right? Why don't we put you down like that? Like so, right? Then our school itself would have to go like over here. Or we could do the school over here and the kindergarten up over there. Alright, let's try that instead. Go ahead with the giant school. Oh, this is a bigger school. That school gets really large, doesn't it? Do this. I don't want to lose like the cool like aesthetic we've had going, and I feel like this is sacrificing quite a bit of that. This guy only we need schools though, right? If we don't have sizable schools, then no one's going to work or anything. Put you up over there. Road comes up, rotates around, gets to this school. Could do this kind of a thing. Or we could do this kind of a thing, and I think these guys will be able to reach. Where's our measuring tool? If I can remember how to use it. Right. Over to here. And up to here. 240 meters, give or take. Right? People can go, what, 400? So yeah, we could put the school down over there instead. Worth a shot. Where is it? It's also a really fancy school. We only have one more like it out there in the world. Do this kind of a thing. Where are we? Come on. Yeah, this could be interesting actually. All right, let's try this. I've got a plan. Pop you down like this. Got to flatten first. Do. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Flatten that. Yeah, good stuff. I wish there was a shortcut key to change between paying and using resources. I also wish the tooltip wouldn't hide so much. Okay, let's do that. All right. That should be reachable, right? They'd actually pop out over there. I think that's reachable. I guess we're about to find out. So that's all good. This road will continue on down over there. We got road up over there as well. This will come up over here. So our kindergarten. It's funny how like violently I changed this layout over here. Our kindergarten could also come up over here, though. Again, I'm a little concerned about the distance at this point in time. But let's see. Let's see. Can I go ahead and delete all that? Thank you. Close this as well. We don't need the hospital information all the time. I think that's lined up nicely. Oh, it's hard to tell with the grid. It doesn't actually help right now. Do something like that. Yep. All right. We'll wait for the roads. We'll wait until the sun's up. We need our store. Because we'll have a giant mall, sure, but we should have a more local store as well. I think it's not a bad idea. So if I could go to shopping, I think is what I'm looking for. Shop, yes. Got this shopping center over here. Those one-way roads? No, those two-way roads. We've got these guys as well. They're a little too small, I think. And they also don't quite... Like, small, I don't mean just storage-wise. I mean, they don't fit the aesthetic of the space. That's the huge mall. We've got this... No, that's not right. What about this guy over here? You know what? I think I need the sun before I put one of these guys down because I'm not sure how they look. 22 tons of food, 22 tons of clothes, 3.5 tons of meat. All right. We'll wait until the sun's up and we'll figure out some of these stores, but they'll fit nicely, and we can maybe get some sports and stuff going on inside as well, and we'll figure out the roads there too. Feeling pretty good though about our progress so far. 2,221 pluses living with their parents, so the number's gone up a little bit, but not the end of the world, right? Not that badly. Up over here, looks like we've got. Why are you waiting over here? I was gonna say looks like we've got a flow of traffic, but not so much. This guy's waiting over here because his way is blocked, because he is seeing this guy up over there is my assumption, and he's a part of the same block. So what if I were to place a semaphore? Well, this guy's down here and he's blocked as well. So what if I were to do a mixed semaphore like that, and like that. That ain't right. Nope. Go back, you fiend. Looks like we're gonna get stuck again. We'll have this figured out soon enough. We'll have this figured out soon enough. Flip you back. Over to Oxelinsky you'll go. Because what I figure is... we want this guy... no, this needs to be... chains both ways, I think. Alright, we'll see. We'll see. I got other things I want to prioritize today. Close you. If we get a warning, then we'll go back down there. Alright, sun's up. Back to work over here. So, let's get this road continuing, I suppose, right? And kind of like curving. Like so. I think that's a nice gentle curve. Go ahead and do that up over here as well. We have to get kind of a curve going down over here as well with the harbor front. Or we could cap it off over here, right? It doesn't have to go all the way. We could start a new one or something like that, but I would like it to continue on a little bit. So that's that. But over to our shops. Let's go ahead and figure out which one of these we like. So there's this guy over here who looks all right. A little, oh, he's got that nice little signage up front, so that's all good. We got this guy as well, a little bit larger. Oh, you know, this one looks quite modern, actually. Yeah, I like this. This one looks quite modern. It's quite large as well, though, is the thing. So we won't have room for any of the sports stuff. We could put it back over there, but I don't think these guys would be able to reach. Is the problem? These guys wouldn't be able to get there, so they'd have to take the tram to the station and go find sports elsewhere, which is fine, right? Which is fine. So if I put you down over here, where's my road? Over there. Okay, put you down over here, like so. Let's say. Because the road's going to be interesting in this one. Put you down like that, right? Let's see if we can't get the road working. There's no room for those extra housing units if I use this one, actually. Yeah, it's a little too big. It's a little too big. Not as big as the huge mall where it serves all that functionality, but not so small that it provides us with space either. So let's go ahead with this guy over here. He's a bit more reasonably sized, I think. Pop you down like this, I think. Right, because then what we can do is we can go ahead and establish... oh, well, that's an interesting sudden occurrence. Not what I was expecting. We can do this kind of a thing. Oh, geez, this is really weird. Okay, we should be fine. Do that. Go ahead and pull this back a little bit. All the way, I guess. Sure, why not? Pull you back out like so. There we go. They should be able to hook up over here. They should be able to hook up over here. But I'm thinking what we'll actually do is... sorry. Cancel that as well. Keep this going up this way. Hook you up like that. Hook you up like... really nice of these guys lined up. It's lined up enough. Fair enough. And then over here, continue you over just a little bit. Don't really want this road. What I really want is the straight connection up over here, which will hopefully fit. No, it's too tight. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Remove you. I wasn't expecting that sudden expansion of its footprint. Too sharp of a turn. Give me a break. Give me a goddamn break. Just straight connection. It should be that easy. It really should be that easy. Okay, get rid of these. A little bit further back. Pull you further out first, I guess. Like so. Up over here. You see how much like space that just ate up over here for me? Pointlessly. So one thing about this game that like... so what was one of the few things about this game that really gets to me sometimes? Let me do that. What if I start over here instead? Right? Go ahead and do that. Hook you up like this. I'm fine with that curve. It's less egregious. These guys can hook up over here. No, they can't. These guys can hook up over here. Yes, they can. Good stuff. You can hook up over here. No, too sharp of a turn. Goddamn. Fantastic. Alright. I'm done. Done. I'm done. I'm done. Put you down over there. Hook you up like that. There we go. Cool. I'll take it. Because I have to. Can I get this road to continue? No, building is in the way. I assume that guy is the offending building. He's got a bigger footprint than he actually looks like he does. Fair enough. Can I put this down over here? Building in the way. I guess, again, these guys have bigger footprints as well. I just wish it was visible. You know, I just wish I could tell what's, like, getting in my way. But where is this guy? There we go. Put you down like that, right? Like so. Could rotate it a bit. I don't know what value that adds, though. Kind of actually breaks the space a bit. Go ahead and pop you down like this. Oh, god damn it. I forgot that was this building. Are you lie to me like this game? Get rid of you. Let's go. It's fine. I'm still going to use it. Just going to adjust how it's placed a little bit. And actually move it closer. Like so. Cool. That's for deliveries and stuff. We have a footpath connection over here. This guy won't get... Okay, not exactly what I wanted. There we go. Get rid of that. Go ahead and get the footpath connection up over here. We should be able to, I imagine. Or we could like pull this out and connect like that or something. We'll find a spot. This guy is connected to the road over here. This road is continuing this way. This guy's going this way. He'll be able to go around and in some way or another. Just doesn't seem very smart to make everyone's life harder that way. Where are we? This guy. You know what? We're just gonna have a separate intersection. We just have to, I think. For my sanity. For all of our sanity, I think. We could do this. We could do this. More room for those footpaths, I guess. Sure. Sure. Not that they actually work. Sure, we'll do that. Problem is we don't have a bus stop, so I'd want to put a bus stop like down over here, I think, right? But let's first go ahead and get our... now, these guys should all be able to reach this tram station, I think. Or not. Hook you up like that. Make sure we have a crossing over here as well, I guess. Ugly as it might be. What about now? Yeah, okay, these guys can reach. Those guys can reach. These guys cannot reach. Really? Interesting. Okay. Can pull you up and out, I guess, but I'm actually surprised that these guys can't get there. I guess once we upgrade the roads and stuff, then maybe. Then maybe, because there's no way. Pull you up, pull you... Sorry. Up to there. Up to here. Trying to be as accurate as possible. Right, yeah, that's 240 meters. This is 300 meters. Yeah, they can absolutely get there. Just got to upgrade the footpath, so we'll do that afterwards. Over to our modded residential, or rather I can just do this, right? Where are we? Residential, 40 stories. Put these guys down over here. Got to flatten the train a little bit. Got to pay for that. See, these roads become dead ends, which I don't quite love. Could come closer, but I don't know if the footpaths have enough room there. All right, let's try it. Let's try with one at least. Pop you down like so. Go ahead and place you. Will the road... Come on, game. Auto-saving when I like trying to get something done. Building in the way. Building in the way. Building in the way. Building in the way. Do not snap. How about now? Building in the way. All right. Will this end up as a dead end over here, or will it just turn up or turn down? We could do either of those. Turn up. Connect up to there. Close off this section. I mean, I suppose. Gives access down here and down here. Yeah, I mean, this could be the end of the line for this road, I suppose. Right? So that we don't have... We just have the harbor front main road, I guess, going all the way down. Sure. Feels like we have to, quote-unquote, do that. I don't know why I used the mod window, but it got us there, so it's fine. Go ahead and flatten. We can only fit one, though. Or actually, you know what? That's not true. That's not true. We can fit two. We just have to get rid of these roads. Pull these guys back a little bit. And we'll turn up over here, I guess. Where are we? Residence. 40-story. Bring you down. Oh, almost paid for him. Bring you down up over there. Bring you down up over here somewhere. Pay for it, of course. Well, pay for the flattening, I mean. Nope, that's not what I mean. Back to our train tools. Right from center. Go for it. That should work. Come on now. Come on now. Those last little bits in the corner there. Come on. Get her done. Come on. There it is. A little bit further up. Believe in you. Slowly. There it is. Beauty. Go ahead and pop this guy down over here. Should be lined up nicely enough. Yeah, looks like it. This guy can come up a little bit. We can loop over now this way. Don't you dare, game. Don't you dare. Keep pushing this up a bit. Guess we'll have to wait for the sun to rise, because it looks like there's a bit of a slope over here that the game's not loving. Which, okay, fair enough. I mean, I guess we could just demolish these guys and lower the train instead. Where are we? Height from center. God. Damn it. I'm still, now having had time to get used to some of the UI changes, still not a big fan of some of them. Still not a big fan of some of the terrain ones especially. They add extra clicks. And I understand, yes, I could add a shortcut to the shortcut bar. That is not, that's not one of the, that's a, what's the best way to put this? Like, quote unquote, that's not the point, I guess, is the best way to put it. As far as UI design, it's like, it should be inherently easy. It shouldn't require an extra step of establishing a shortcut to such a commonly used element of the game. Or of, I should say, of the experience of the software, because it's not just for video games. That's something that applies to software across the board. Stuff that's so often used needs to be readily accessible because it's often used. It's like, why shouldn't it be one of the easiest things to get to? Pop you down over there. Pop you down over there. Hopefully the road will now come through. A lot of work being done in the darkness over here. Hopefully it's not hideous. I think it'll be fine. We can push you up. I wonder if I want to put the bus stop up over here instead, just because there's a bit more room up there. There is room down over here as well, but we could, well, we'll see, we'll see. Sun's up. How are we looking? I think it's looking alright. Feel bad for the people moving in over here. Promised a waterfront view, and then they just get to look into another apartment instead. Which, hey, I guess if that's what you're into. If that's what you're into. These guys should probably be able to get down there. Can I back this up a little bit? Maybe a little bit further. See, because what we could do is... well, we could hook it up like this, actually. Right, we could hook it up like this. Eats up some space, but it does make some of this more accessible, right? And it doesn't look too bad either. As a curved piece. We could get like a playground or something in there maybe. Sure, let's do that. This guy will continue on that way, but we got to get rid of this for that. Too steep of an incline. Let's go and do that. Alright, so this will require some smoothing and stuff, I'm sure. So we'll leave that for later, because that's not so urgent. But we'll basically have this go up and connect up to there. And these guys will terminate over here. Sure, I think that makes sense. I think that works nicely. But the bus stop. Yeah, up over here is not a bad idea, because these guys will be able to get up there, these guys will be able to get up there. Everyone will be able to reach. That's not going to be a problem, I don't think. And we'd have this connection. Alright, maybe down here does actually make more sense. Go ahead and get our footpath connection up there and up there, or maybe here. And we can maybe get some parking lots or something in there. These guys are connected. These guys are connected. Question is, can these guys get to the tram, though? If I were to measure, again, really quickly here. Up to there. Up to there. Over to here. They'd actually maybe come up this way. We'll see, though. Up like this, that is 280 meters. Fair enough. Up like this, that's about just under 400, so we should be able to reach all that. Great. Fantastic. I've been watching that for so long without even realizing it's been open to the side there. All this seems to be moving smoothly, which is great to see. And just as I was going to check, we have trouble over here, it seems. Unsurprisingly, this guy is causing us some trouble. Pull you away, and let's see if that clears everything up over here. Because he's blocking, well, quite a few things. We'll see if that clears it up. I'll have to reassess my solution back down over there. Sorry, folks. It's looking all good. These guys are almost done. This guy's done. This guy's almost done. What is our situation over here? All right, looking okay. 80k is our population, so we're definitely past our trolls. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't spend the money to build any of these, because now we can look back at this occasion and say, yeah, we got out of this hole ourselves. And look at that, unemployment is looking good as well. Unemployment is at 5%, looking real good. Loving it, loving it. All right, so the bus stop down over here. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at our bus stop options here. We have a large... Do I need the bus stop here? What would the bus stop do? The bus stop will let people get on and get sent where? Where do these buses go? These buses go... let's pick this guy up. To the station. For what? Passengers being taken there separate from the tram. I suppose it's not a terrible idea, though maybe it's just a waste. Maybe it's just a waste if we're just going to have them using the tram instead, right? Y'all let me know what you think. I think it might just be a waste. Instead, we could go ahead and get maybe some sports-related stuff down over here. Not a big sports hall or anything, but like a bowling alley would fit maybe, I think, potentially, possibly. I could like get rid of the roads and establish it. Get the gym over here maybe. Again, get rid of the roads. We got to reestablish them, but we could get the gym in here. Or again, just a couple of playgrounds maybe for the babies, right? Oh, we have a fire down over here again. But looks like we have an immediate response. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, back up over here. Oh, I keep forgetting how close these guys actually are. Back up over here, though. I don't think we're getting power delivered down over here. That's not the end of the world. We can sort that out later. Let's take a look at our tracks here a little bit. So this would continue on. We're fine. Yeah, good. This would continue on. Are we fine? Overlaps with existing construction. We're not fine. Too steep of an incline. I think we will be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. We did our test. We should be fine. All right, let's go ahead and upgrade some of these roads. With streetlights, yes. Because I want to make sure... Oh, right, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and plan this section first. Because my thinking is we would get this road kind of like... down like so. Hook this up and hook... Oh, come on. Sure, fine. It's not the end of the world. And then we get, like, again, playgrounds and stuff over here. Maybe get some green spaces or something figured out. And I think that should be all reachable. Let's go ahead and upgrade, pay for all of these. Yes. Pay for you as well. Go ahead and get our footpaths upgraded too. Paying for all of you, yes. And paying for these upgrades as well. Yeah, okay, great, fantastic. So now we can check, moment of truth, if these guys can actually reach. They can. All right, glad I measured. That measuring tool is amazing. And yeah, they can all reach. We've got a store in here. We can get that mega mall up over there as well, but we got the store in here, we got schooling. Oh, you know, actually, right, I need to check. Kindergarten is, yep, reachable by all except for these guys, because they got to go all the way around, and that's not cool. So let's, interesting, right. This is silly. Building in the way up here. Can I get to the school? I mean, I assume not, right, because it's also far as they're concerned. I could, oh, you know what I could do is I could get a footpath from up over here and hook them up from around the back. I just got to figure out how exactly I want that to look, I guess. Actually, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Pull this back a little bit. I think I can make this work. We'll see. If not, I can always rework this space, right? I was hoping for a nice, like, roundabout kind of a thing. But no, I think this is too tight a space for a roundabout. Let's see. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Again, trying to think of the space as like a complex, you know? Can we do... Oh, god damn it, come on. Too sharp of a turn, it says. Alright. I think it would look nice if it works. Kind of surprised at how much trouble it's giving me, actually. Some other infrastructure's in the way now. Yeah, fair enough. Let's back this up. That's going to be too tight for sure. Too sharp of a turn, eh? Weird. I mean, I see it quite clearly, but still surprises me. All right, here. Why don't we do this? Really interesting. Sure. Can you connect? Oh, are you kidding me? You can? That is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, game, for the cooperation. I like that. I think it makes it feel more like a complex. You know, it feels like a joint school over here. So I quite like that, actually. Is it still reachable is the question. The answer is mostly. I think a footpath back over here will be helpful, not just for this building, but these buildings as well. So that's all well and good. And this guy, same thing applies, of course, right? These guys will be able to reach through that back footpath over there. So why don't we figure out that footpath? Can we? Yes, we can. Oh, beauty. I'm not going to pay for it. These things are free. Go ahead and do... Let's see how we can actually make this look nice. Right, because... Pull this up. Do that kind of a thing. I know we have room here. Pull this back a little bit. Oops. Start laying a road. There we go. Oh yeah, there it is. Won't attach to this, but we can do that. And I assume we could do this out like that, like this, hook it up like that. All right, we might actually end up connecting back over here anyway, but that's more for the look of it. And we'll probably want to flatten this actually, so it doesn't. It's not a hike to go to kindergarten. It's good for the kids though. It makes them strong, I suppose. But this is looking overall. This is working out quite nicely. I think we've come a long way. It's actually wild how putting a couple of residential buildings down and a couple of schools and stuff takes us so far. Like we've doubled basically the length of this area, right? Like, yeah, we've basically doubled the length of this area, which is cool. Looks like, oh, this guy's almost done. We're missing steel. Is there any steel headed over? It would be nice to see this guy get completed sooner rather than later. Vehicles headed to this building. 16 tons of steel coming. I think that's still just short. Oh, actually, no, that's not just short. Where are you, buddy? Still all the way back up over here. These highways are really cool. Just the fact that they're being used like this is super sick to me. All right, so that's coming through. This will be done soon then, shortly after, right? We're very close to being done, actually. But shortly after that steel arrives, will be done. Over here, we are just waiting for time, I guess. We have everything we need. These guys are being worked on. Yeah, okay, good stuff, good stuff. How do actually, as I said, I wanted to kind of like check needs being met. So still need a little bit of meat. Okay, fair enough. These guys are have just been completed. Let's go ahead and not store clothes. Yeah, let's not store clothes. Let's do food and meat, I think, primarily. Reduce you as well, down to maybe... Sure, 2.45 tons. So primarily food and meat. Let's go ahead and make sure that our distribution office all the way up over here. Again, it's quite the journey for these guys. So make sure these guys are dropping stuff off at this new establishment. Oh, hey, I just noticed the highlights. That's new, right? I don't remember that from earlier. Unload everything over here. Cool. That should supply enough stuff for everybody over here. But what about other stuff? What about sport? Well, right, because we didn't actually tackle that, right? We actually need to do something about that. We could get a playground or something down for more kindergarten supply, right? Culture, but only 3 citizens unable to get culture. Like these are actually not bad number. Bad numbers, plural. The fact that this building over here with 740 people, only 7 of them were not able to enjoy culture. That means they are very much getting onto the train, right? I assume these guys are able to get to the trams up over here, as I assume what's happening, right? They're able to get to the trains and they're able to go down and enjoy culture. Like, to me, that is absolutely, that's so cool to me. Funnily enough, there's absolutely no visitors at the palace right now. What are the chances? What are the chances? But, wait, what? There's no visitors anywhere over here right now. What is, what's the deal here? Either way, we'll take a look at that later, maybe. Really excited about how all this is coming through. Might be one of my favorite parts of the nation, actually, just because it is so active and so different, and it has so many moving parts that are actually working. I think that's a big part there. The moving parts are actually working. But yeah, I feel like today we've done well to pick up the pace. I feel like we've made a good bit of progress over here. We've made some more interesting spaces, and we'll see how this develops next time, I suppose. We'll get all this commissioned and going. And I guess I pose the question to you guys. What do you want to see happen next? Because I feel like it'll be some time before we need more residential areas. These provide housing for 700 people each. 4 of them means 2,800. So let's say about 3K, 3.2K, right? Will take us past our needs. We'll have 1K of free living space. We could continue to develop more housing, I suppose. We could maybe establish another one of these blocks right down over here, or what have you. I was going to put the super mall over here, but maybe put the super mall down over here instead, right? Just in between these guys. But we could establish another housing block over here, and then we could move on to our aluminium and aircraft facilities or something like that. I'm open to suggestions, though, folks. Let me know what you think. I hope you had a good time with today's session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. As always, it makes a very big difference. Just letting me know what y'all want to see and what I should do on the channel. I saw the question get posed, am I going to go to episode 1000? And I mean, initially this was supposed to be a 10-episode miniseries, so, you know, your interest and my interest keeps it alive. On the topic of keeping things alive, folks, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.